Okay, so today we're going to calculate angles on a straight line. So by the end of the lesson, you should be able to use your knowledge that a straight line or half turn has a measurement of 180 degrees, and that you can explain your reasoning when using that knowledge. So let's take a look here. Okay, as we can see, we have a straight line going across. Okay, so we know that this angle, okay, should be 180 degrees because it is a straight line. So what would if that's 100 degrees here, 100 plus what is 180? And your answer would be 80 degrees. Okay, so what's the value of this missing angle? And again, we know angles on a straight line will add up half a turn, 180 degrees. So if that is 70, what would this be? It would be 180 minus 70, which would make it 110 degrees. We can check whether we've got a reasonable estimate here because you can see this angle here. Okay, it's greater than a right angle, so we know it's more than 90 degrees. Okay, again, calculate the value of the missing angle. All straight line, 180 degrees. This is 115 here. So our missing angle would be 180, take away 115, which would leave us with 165 degrees. Okay, again, same thing, missing angle. Angles on a straight line add up to 180. This angle is 139. So in order to work out this one, we're going to have to do 180, take away 139, and that would leave us with 41 degrees. So I want you to try and complete questions 1 to 3 on Seesaw. Okay, so now we have 3 different angles, but we can see we still have a straight line. So I know the total of all these angles is still going to add up to 180 degrees. So I'm using my knowledge of that. I know this one is worth 70 degrees. And this little symbol here means it's a right angle, and we know that a right angle is worth 90 degrees. So in order to calculate my missing angle, I have to add up these 2 angles, which comes to 160 degrees, and take that away from 180, and that would leave me with 20 degrees. Okay, just like the question before, we have 3 angles here. I know the total is 180 because it's a straight line. Okay, I know that I've got one angle here which is worth 57 degrees. I've got this little symbol here again, which means it's a right angle, so that means it's 90 degrees. I need to add those together. That would give me 147, and then I need to take that away from 180 to work out that missing angle, and my answer would be 33 degrees. Okay, again, the same thing, 3 angles, work out the missing one. We know the total value of all angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. This time they've given me one angle is 59 degrees, the other angle is 43 degrees. Add those together and I get 102 degrees. I need to take that away from my 180, and my answer will be 78 degrees. So try and complete question 4 on Seesaw. Okay, so this one says calculate the value of B. Now, because they're both labelled B, it means that they must be worth the same amount. Okay, so the first thing we know is all the angles will add up to 180 degrees. I've got a right angle here, so I'm going to take that away from my 180 and I'm left with 90 degrees. Now I have 2 B's here, so I need to divide my 90 by 2. And I know that 45 times 2 is 90, so B equals 45 degrees. Okay, so for this one I've got 4 angles, but 3 of them are going to be all the same because they're all W's, they're the same letter. Okay, angles on a straight line, 180 degrees. Now the only information I have at the moment is that this angle is 30 degrees. So I'm going to take that away from 180 and I'm left with 150 degrees. And I'm going to have to divide that between those three angles there, and I know that my answer will be 50 degrees. So W equals 50 degrees. Oh, it's getting more now. Now I've got 4 G's. So again, angles on a straight line, 180 degrees. I only know this angle, and that is 24. So I need to take that away from 180. That would leave me with 156. So now I'm going to use my quick bus stop method to divide 156 by 4. So 4's into 1 I can't do, so I'm going to put a 0 and I'm going to take that 1 over there, and it becomes 15. 4's into 15, go 3. 3 times 4 is 12, so there's going to be 3 left over, and 4's into 36, go 9. So G must equal 39 degrees. Okay, so here's an interesting one. It says, what is the value of F? Now, we're going to have to use our knowledge of straight lines, angles on a straight line, to help us solve this, because we've got an interesting diagram here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just take this line coming down, because I can see I've got 2 angles here. Now I know, straight line here, that will add up to 180 degrees. So let's add 77 and 32. 77 and 32 is 109 degrees. So I know that this angle here, okay, is 180 minus 109, which is 71 degrees. Okay, so now I'm just going to erase that bit there. Now what can we see now? We can see that we have a straight line here as well, okay, going all the way across. Okay, and again we know that angles on a straight line are 180 degrees. So we're going to add up 77 and 71. That will give us 148, and then we're going to do 180, take away 148, and that will leave us with 32 degrees. So F equals 32 degrees. So we've used our knowledge of angles on a straight line, we've looked for the straight lines, and we've been able to solve this problem. Okay, so try questions 6 to 8 on Seesaw.